Good morning, Lancaster Catholic. I'm Helena Ramos.
And I'm Sebastian Lewis.
Today is Monday, March 19th, day 1.
And here's what you need to know.
Today, like last week, is still going to be chilly with temperatures in the 40s. Spring officially arrives just after noon tomorrow, but don't put those coats away just yet. A few more winter storms are headed our way and could bring more snow and ice into the Northeast tomorrow.
The senior poetry contest is coming up fast. You are asked to write a poem expressing your thoughts about leaving high school and moving into the next stage of your life. The winning poem will be read aloud at the senior award ceremony and will grace the final page of the 2018 Literary Journal. Entries are due April 6th.
And now for some sports. 9th, 10th, and 11th, 12th grade divisions for the Father Joe 3-on-3 at St. Leo's are scheduled for Thursday, March 22nd from 6 to 9 p.m.
Is your bracket still perfect, or is it now ruined thanks to Loyola Chicago's game-winning buzzer beater and Buffalo's routing of Arizona? Well, that's okay, because the tournament is still stuffed with more heartbreaks and surprises, so be on the lookout for the next upset.
Uber is accused of taking more from its passengers than just fares. Here's Jenna with the story.
Uber everywhere? Not anymore. Passengers may be steering away from the company due to a lawsuit recently filed in Philadelphia accusing Uber for breaking PA state law and failing to report that passengers' private information had been stolen. Uber revealed this past November that hackers in 2016 had access to the names, emails, addresses, and phone numbers of at least 57 million riders nationwide. 14,000 PA drivers had their license numbers stolen. The lawsuit says that Uber did nothing to stop the thefts and even paid hackers to delete the data and keep quiet. The company faces civil penalties up to $13.5 million if convicted. I'm Jenna Danielson.
Varsity Club is collecting items for veterans and their families who've been living at Victory House but are now ready to move into their own apartments. They need personal hygiene products, small household items, and microwavable foods. You can help the club by donating some of these items. Bring them to room 122 now through April 13th.
A very special little friend of Constable Perkins also needs our help. Claire is here with the story.
Hey Crusaders, don't you love celebrating your birthday? So does 5-year-old Charlie. The Columbia boy has autism and he doesn't get many birthday cards from his classmates. Here's where we can help. Make Charlie a card. There's a bin just inside of Camp Min where they can be dropped off for delivery by this Friday. Constable Perkins says he'd love to take your cards, maybe even a small gift, and even wrap it for you, so Charlie can have a special day. So please help out if you can. Thanks a lot.
If you play a spring sport, please make sure your bags and equipment do not overflow on the rack. If the rack is full, you must find another rack to store it on. Overloading them can cause a fire and tripping hazard.
Now for some news. Imagine going into space and coming out a new person. Astronaut Scott Kelly's DNA has changed so much while he was in space for a year that he no longer has the same DNA as his twin brother who stayed here on Earth. NASA's team thinks that this could be because of the fluid shifts, zero gravity, and high levels of carbon dioxide.
Crews are cleaning up the remains of a pedestrian bridge after it collapsed on several lines of traffic in Miami, Florida last week. At least 6 people were crushed to death in their cars. Others were injured, some critically. Investigators are trying to find out why the bridge collapsed just a few days after it was put in place.
On this day in 1962, Bob Dylan's debut album was released in the U.S. It was seen as an explosive country blues debut that kicked off the great indie rocker's career. We'll leave you with one of his hit songs. Have a great day, Crusaders.
The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.